prophets that prophesied lies.
Yeah, picture.
Say, yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart.
Right, they're probably deceits of their own heart. Give me Jeremiah 17 and 9. Where he said they're prophets of deceit of their own hearts, man. Give me that real quick, guys.
Jeremiah 17 and
verse 9. Verse 9.
Okay, well, I'm right here. The heart is deceitful above all things.
The heart is deceitful above all things. Why? Because you can make your own little ideologies. You can say the Lord loves everybody. That's deceiving. That's deceitful to the mother. He got he say he gonna kill all these damn faggots out here. Hey, what? In your heart, he say he love all. He love these all God's children. We love them all. I love all the children, even if they are.
Well, churches are suspect.
Y'all sodomites.
Hey, that's where Eddie Long's church was in ATL.
Right.
Home of the faggots.
Gay Mecca. Right. Hey, King Asa. What do you think? What's my man name? Malachi York took his ministry down there. All day. Yeah, all day.
And where Malachi Z. York at? You know, he locked up for what? The same thing.
123 years in jail.
What?
Yeah, man, he's popping them too. They told on his ass.
The spirit still gonna be there.
Right.
I think that's Ezekiel the 13th chapter that talks about the false prophets and prophetess. You know, the Most High is about to bring judgment upon all y'all, man. And y'all gonna get exposed. You know, for all of this wicked shit that y'all doing. Y'all come under the cloak of righteousness, like you're upright. But yet you're deceiving the people, and you're doing it for what? Just so you can get some FRNs?
Right. That's what I wanted, Titus.
I got Titus.
Y'all hold that. Let me bring that out real quick. Hold that. We'll be back.
Titus 1, verse 10.
I want 1 and 11.
Okay. Titus 1 and 11, whose mouths must be stopped.
Well, go up a verse.
Okay. Titus 1,
10. 1 and 10.
Okay. Titus 1 and 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision.
Hey, deceivers and talkers of the circumcision. Who was that? These niggas in these churches, man. These people in these churches. I mean, watch what I'm saying around here. They get all mad. Yeah, promiscuous women in the churches. These vain talkers. Vanity. Didn't Solomon say it's vanity, vanities? Everything's vanity, man. All is vanity. This is a vexation of spirit. Read that again.
Titus 1 verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers.
Hey, Nate is even a deceiver. The only thing Nate is saying is right, you're an Israelite. Go ahead.
Especially they of the circumcision.
Our people of the circumcision that know that was given that know the law, statutes, commandments. Especially they of the circumcision. We got our people that we are of the uncircumcision. You know, right now, because we don't have the because we're coming back into the fold to be circumcised in the heart again. Keep reading.
Verse 11, whose mouths must be stopped.
They gotta be stopped, man. Go ahead.
Who subvert whole houses.
So they subvert meaning to undermine a whole house. They would take shit from it.
To turn the whole house out of the way.
Out of the way. Go ahead.
Teaching things which they ought not.
Hey,
somebody, can I say something real fast? They turn the whole house because right now in this white man society, the one that's given the power in the house is the woman, and she's the easiest to be deceived. Right, you know, because in the church, the main ones that are inside of those churches is the woman. So the woman comes home telling you shit that the pastor says should be going on in your house. But what does 1 Corinthians 14 and 35 say? That a woman shall suffer not a woman to speak in the church. You know, if a woman is to learn anything, let her ask her husband at home. Really, she should be learning from her husband, but she's learning from her church pastor. Here it is, you're telling her the truth that she's an Israelite, but yet her pastor is telling her the opposite. Right. So she's gonna go with pastor saying versus what you say. Right. So now she don't want to be with you no more because they also teach you in the church, be not unequally yoked with unbelievers. Like that means for you to leave your companion. You know, so now all of the children in the house and everything goes to her because she wants a divorce. You know, and they subvert whole household.
Give me a man should be known by his gate. Give me that real quick out of the Apocrypha. A man should be known by his gate.
You want to keep going on this?
Go ahead, bro. He said subvert whole houses. Keep going.
Teaching things which they ought not for filthy lucre's sake.
Yo, for filthy lucre's sake, for money, man. For money. These organizations out here, these 501c3 charters are just to make money. They doing it for bread. Don't care how much they're fucking up lying. How much they lying to people. It don't matter. It's as long as you go to pastor, what they call it, pastor offering.
Yeah.
To pastor offering, Reverend Ripoff. You know, Creative floor dollars. You know, and that's all it's about. That's what happened. Right, taking, man. And look, man, and to you, let me just, on the side note, the brother said to brother take your bitch. To you niggas out here that's stepping into other men's women, going into other men's women, the Most High got a special death.
That's right.
That's one of the deaths that the Most High said. He said there's sins unto death, and that's one that's you can't get out of. I mean, anything could be forgiven because David was forgiven. But you niggas constantly do it.
You've been rebuked for it. Don't go back and do it again.
Niggas is constantly
because you're gonna end up falling from a 5-story building and being paralyzed.
Your back broke.
Yeah. And that's just a light thing. That's mercy.
Right. We spoke to that dude about that. He was just like, hey, because we heard him did it twice. So he probably did. We all sin. We all sin. We can't just put it on that brother. We all came into this. When you came into this thing, you have to actually stop, man. And he continued. But let's get back to Eddie.
Can I say something?
Ain't live long.
Real quick about this.
Man, he good. He took the head. Go ahead.
About this, Gar.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna read verse 11 again. Whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things which they ought not for filthy lucre's sake. And you false churches, you Eddie Longs, you just stupid niggas out there teaching things that you shouldn't teach. The Lord gonna shut your mouth, man. You're gonna send a demon and zip your mouth shut, man. And that means He basically gonna destroy you, man. The Lord gonna destroy everyone that's subverting the house of Israel, who's scattering His flock, who's sitting in, who has His people that's out there walking around like some idiots because they following these church pastors, and then you stupid niggas who just doing it because y'all stupid.
Just stupid. Yeah, that's it. There's no, you following the woman in there, man. You know, you got Deacon Dumbass and sitting in there. He taking everything. He just sitting there with his Bible sweating. They open it up. All he doing is sweating, dabbing himself, looking at skirts while he up there.
That's a
looking under there.
She
93 years old, you old bastard.
That's a demon's fuck with him. He's sweating this shit.
I wake up every morning, every Sunday morning, hearing that gospel ass cracker, Joel Osteen preaching, and I tell my wife to stop listening to that motherfucker because he don't give out no scripture.
No scripture. He give out
all kinds of stories. All he do is just talk shit.
Motivational speaking.
That's all he do.
Precept.
This is
Get yours together.
This is Isaiah 3:12. It says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths." You know, so here it is. You got women that's going and listening to these people, that's being deceived, and then they go and teach it to their children. You know, which deceive what? They deceive their children as well. So, oh my people, they which lead over thee cause thee to err. You know, Eddie Longstroke, Eddie Longstroke men, Reverend Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, Martin Luther King. Well, the apostles did a 4-hour-long beautiful live stream on him, man, and brought out how he's part of the boule, man. You know, how he was into popping other men's women. You know, but here it is. These people have made a covenant with death. You know, they made a covenant with death, and here it is. They want you to be partakers of it. You know, these are people that go and sell out and sell out a whole nation just because they're lining their pockets, man. But at the end of the day, the Most High is not mocked. The Most High seeing what you're doing to his people, he gonna have somebody take you out, or either you're gonna die of some horrific disease, man. Which they say Eddie Longstroke men, they say that he died of cancer, but really we believe he died of AIDS, man.
Yeah, kind
of. And that goes back to Romans.
Yep.
You know, that goes back to Romans.
Yeah, well, he got it right there. Get that Romans out.
And then I don't know how you niggas sleep at night, man. Y'all some evil motherfuckers.
Hell, they sleep good. Shit, up in them luxurious houses. You know, all the money that they can want, they can buy a car, and write it off on, as a part of their ministry, so that they don't have to get taxed on it. And they sleeping good as hell. You know, because here it is. These people, they have an illusion of peace. That's the reason why the scriptures say, when they shall say peace, peace, then there shall not be any peace. Matter of fact, can I grab one more, Bob Kashah? Hey, you out your mind if I grab another one? This is Jeremiah 6:13. For from the least of them, even to the greatest of them, everyone is given to covetousness. You know, that's wanting that money, you know? It says, and from the prophets, even unto the priests, everyone dealeth falsely. You know, so all of those prophets and priests that are inside of the churches, they're dealing falsely. They went and made a covenant with death and hell, which was establishing that 501c3 with the so-called white man, you know, which exempted from taxes. And under the 501c3, there's guidelines. So you can't teach your people that they're Israelites and that no other nation can be saved. You can't teach that the Messiah was a so-called black man. You can't teach that homosexuals can't be saved. You know, any topic that's political sensitive, you can't speak out on it, because in the event that you do, they're gonna come and they're gonna take your money. Well, that's the same thing that was going on 2,000 years ago in the land of Israel. The priests and the prophets didn't want the children of Israel speaking certain things, because they didn't want the men of the Lord speaking certain things, because they didn't want the Romans to come and take away their place. Matter of fact, if one of you brothers know what I said, and y'all can get it, where it says that they don't want the Romans to come and take away their place. Well, they're dealing falsely, because they're making it all about money. Yahushua said that my father's house, you know, it was a place, it was a sanctuary, but you're making it a den of robbers and thieves. All of y'all pastors and y'all priests that are here in America that have that 501c3, you ain't nothing but a bunch of thieves, man. Robbers and thieves. And for that guy to say, what did he say? I'm gonna do something for my people greater than Jesus?
That was Donald Trump.
Oh, okay.
Your people, black people.
Okay.
Yeah. He know they ain't doing shit for him.
This is verse 14. They have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly. You know, because here it is, Jake is suffering. They catching hell here in America, and these pastors and these motivational speakers that are Negroes, you know, they healed the hurt of the people slightly. You know, just by saying to the people, you shall have peace. You know, you're gonna have peace. But you ain't healing them all the way. You ain't telling them who they are. You're not telling them how they can get that peace. It says they have healed also the hurt of the daughter of my people slightly, saying peace, peace, when there is no peace. Were they ashamed when they had committed abomination? Nay, they were not at all ashamed, neither could they blush. Therefore, they shall fall among them that fell. At the time that I visit them, they shall be cast down, saith Yahweh.
They're gonna be cast down, no doubt. You can't go into this. You can't go into this this society and think the laws and statutes still don't matter, because you're not, because you think the law is in the past, because you don't know we still in biblical times. You know how we know we in biblical times? The Lord ain't came yet. The Lord ain't showed up. We still in biblical times. We still in these old times. Now give me that real quick, bro. Start at 21 and 22 real quick.
Romans 1 and 22. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools.
Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. You already know they're all foolish in those churches. Eddie Longhead, the fool died. Go ahead.
23. And it changed the glory of the uncorruptible God into an image
made by corruptible men, right?
God.
Yeah, right. He said the uncorruptible God, the one that's perfect, to corruptible man. So you got people that's thinking that they're godly in the eyes of men, and it's just something that they worship the creature instead of the creator. Go ahead, keep going.
And the birds and four-footed beasts.
So they made idols out of a whole bunch of these things. Go ahead.
And creeping things. Therefore God gave them up to the uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
Right, to the uncleanness and the lust of their own heart. He gave them up to that bullshit. Go ahead.
And dishonor of their bodies between themselves.
If I can say something real fast, a lot of our people were into Greek worship. You know, following the customs of the Greeks, worshiping the idols of the Greeks, right? Now, the Greeks, they had their different gods and deities, but their gods and deities, a lot of them were homosexuals, you know? But they were calling them gods, and people was worshiping them as gods, you know? So changing the incorruptible God into something that was corruptible.
Right, and it was corruptible.
And they were attributing the lust and the desires of men and those strange, nasty desires, and they were attributing it to their gods. Right. So basically saying that their gods were the same way, that their gods were popping men.
Right, and you know, what you think Alexander the Greek died from? Syphilis, and that's a vile disease.
And Jakes were worshiping that.
Right. Go ahead, bro. Keep reading by 27.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie.
Right.
And worship and serve creatures.
The creature more than the creator. Yeah, they worship and serve the creature more than the creator. They serve man. Go ahead.
Who is blessed forever, amen.
The Most High is blessed forever, amen. Go ahead.
And for this cause, God gave them up to a vile affliction.
A vile affection. So he gave, Eddie Long was given up to a vile affection. He was lustful of it. He wanted it. Go ahead.
For even the women did change the natural use.
Now he's talking about lesbians. Go ahead. Even the women did change the natural use of the woman. Go ahead.
That which is against nature.
Right, that's against nature. So what a man and a man and a man and a woman is unnatural. A woman and a man and a woman and a man is natural. Go ahead.
Likewise, also a man leaving a natural use of a woman burn into their lust towards another man with men.